Hey, thanks for clicking on this YouTube video, my interview with Dakota Johnson. I'm dedicating this thing to all of her fans because out of all the people I've been fortunate enough to interview over the years, Dakota's fans sort of knock it out of the park. You guys set the gold standard in terms of being a fan of somebody and supporting their work. I've been pretty fortunate. I've interviewed her a few times, usually in pretty cool places, and I feel like we've had some fun moments together. For example, that time in Lake Tahoe, she was paired with John Hamm, and we talked about apparently Dakota likes to leave her mark literally when she travels and stays in hotels. Obviously a highlight when Universal flew us to Paris, France to sit down with the cast of 50 Shades Freed. We talked to Jamie Dornan, of course. And we actually talked marriage, believe it or not. Here's that exchange. Needless to say, her fans know she's got a great sense of humor. She's also got patience because these junket days, and I'm sure for the celebrities, they'd rather be doing other things, they can get long. And especially in this day and age of Zooming, they're just unusual and a little bit strange. We talked about that and other things, and of course her movie, Our Friend. I hope you enjoy my 4 minutes with Dakota.
Well, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for doing this. I know you've got a lot of celebrity friends. Is there one or maybe a co-star from the past of yours that actually might quit their job and move in indefinitely to help you get through a tough time?
I don't know. I don't think so. I would hope that like anybody who's lucky enough to have a job in this industry wouldn't throw it away. I'm a pretty lovely person, so you never know.
Well, you know who would quit their jobs and come and work with you and help you is all of your fans. You have such an incredible, rabid fan base who they are so protective of you. Every time I've been fortunate enough to interview you, it's just so fun to see the reaction to some fun moments that I think you and I have had, quite frankly.
We've had some fun moments.
Which reminds me what a great sense of humor you have, and part of being a good friend, and this film is all about friendship, having a good sense of humor. And I know there's a good scene with Casey when his coworkers play a little prank on him about having somebody from the New York Times call and act as if he's getting an interview. I thought to myself, I'll bet that's something Dakota Johnson has either done or experienced. Have you ever played a fun prank like that on a friend or had one play a pretty good one on you?
I love pranks when they're in good humor, not when it's playing with somebody's dreams. I always thought that scene in the movie was kind of sad and mean, and I don't like mean things. I like silly things. Silly pranks are great, but I'm not down for mean stuff.
That is a very good point, actually, and I should say I thought it was kind of mean too, but they still had somewhat of a decent sense of humor. I want to ask you about the Katy Perry comment in there because this movie gets you thinking about what you might do if you had limited time. And I know that you've talked about your fear of singing in public, but if that did not exist, if that fear was not around, is there someone you'd love to get up on stage with and sing with if you didn't have the fear of singing?
Shania Twain.
Oh,
I love
I
Shania.
mean, yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day she'll try to talk you into it.
Yeah,
Is there any
like a handful of beta blockers for sure. Or a handful of whatever.
It's something. Vodka cran for me, and I might consider it. Is there something on your bucket list, though? Is there something that when this whole thing is said and done, this pandemic is over, and we can experience a little bit of normalcy, are there some things that you want to do that you haven't done yet?
I just would love to be able to work and see my friends and my family and like not feel totally anxious and depressed all the time.
Aww. Are junket days helping cheer you up at all? Are these days fun for you?
Junket days are really interesting because it feels like having an office job. It's like,
Right.
you know, if somebody looked through my window, I'm just talking by myself in a room at the computer. But it's nice to be able to talk about a movie that I love, and it's nice that people want to talk about it. But it's weird. It's weird to not interact with a human being. You know, it's like void of energy, and it's very weird.
Yeah, I totally agree. I miss these in person. But I want to ask you, you are so maternal with the actresses in this film. And I would imagine you were the same way with Matt and Nicole's actual daughters, who I heard came and visited on set. Experience like to be with them
Yeah, they did. They were so lovely. They're really smart, sweet girls, and um, it was just cool. It was really cool to be able to meet them and spend a little bit of time with them.
Well, if you choose to ever have kids one day, you'll make a great mom. I know you're already kind of motherly to a lot of friends and their kids. And congratulations on everything, Dakota. Hope to see you in person the next time we do these.
Thank you so much.